So my story is a story of struggling with mental health problems throughout my teenage years and beyond, really. And it involved being in and out of psychiatric hospitals, self-harm issues, suicide, all sorts of difficult situations. I was in hospital in the local psychiatric hospital for over a year at one point, with a nurse by my side every second of the day, so it was quite intense. But I was lucky enough to go to a therapeutic community in London, and there were a number of things that happened there where I lived with a lot of other people with similar difficulties, but the idea was that we all tried to figure it out somehow and work out how we're going to move forward in our life. And there was something that happened there that was really pivotal, in that one of my fellow patients talked to me about some stuff that she'd been talking to her therapist about, some really difficult personal stuff that just blew me away, because I'd never talked about those kind of things before. I had exactly the same experiences and thoughts, but I thought I was the only one, and I thought it was a terrible thing to say out loud. But when she told me that stuff, it was so unlocking for me. It meant that I thought, well, if she can talk about it, so can I. And it changed things for me. It meant that I went into therapy and talked to the other patients really about some deep stuff that had gone on for me, and some really difficult thoughts that I thought were unspeakable. So the combination of her just saying, well, this is what I talk about, I was like, oh my goodness. And between us, I was able, with the rest of the community, to start to be open about my own story. And then later on, after I'd left that therapeutic community, I was about to go down the rabbit hole again of being poorly again. And my GP actually said to me, we can do this, we can go down this rabbit hole, you can get poorly again, we can go through the same old thing, or you can decide you're okay. And I kind of looked at him and was like, oh my goodness, how dare you say something like that to me? But it touched me, and I realised that I had to make a choice at that point to decide I was okay and I was going to live my life. And things changed for me. So the combination of this girl sharing her story with me, and then someone really challenging me and saying, you're the same as everyone else actually, you're okay. The two of those things were real pivotal moments, and I was able to move forward with my life.